I'm a Mac automation expert with over 20 years of experience, and in this video I'd like to show you how to create an automation workflow which adds a Luma Fade transition to your timeline in Premiere Pro in just a few seconds and with only one keystroke. And thanks to an automation method I developed myself over the years, you won't need any coding skills whatsoever and can easily do it yourself. Before we can create the automation workflow, we have to add our transition once manually, so make sure you have 2 clips added to your timeline and then move your playhead to 1 second. Position your second clip above the first one like this so that they overlap. Go to the effects panel, search for an effect called gradient wipe, add it to your second clip, go to effect controls, create a keyframe for transition completion, set the value to 100, move 1 second forward, change the value for transition completion to 0, set the value for transition softness to 50%, check invert gradient depending on which variation you prefer, and you're done. If this is the first time you're watching one of my tutorials, please head over to the shortcut settings in Premiere Pro and make sure you have assigned the following shortcuts: Effect Controls, Shift+X to highlight the Effect Controls panel, Effects, Shift+C to highlight the Effects panel, Select Find Box, Shift+F to highlight the search field, and Timelines, Shift+V to highlight the Timelines panel. Then, with the second adjustment layer selected in your timeline, go to the Effect Controls panel again, right-click on the Gradient Wipe effect, select Save Preset from the pop-up menu, rename it to Luma Fade Transition Preset, and click OK to save it. Last but not least, make sure you have the free trial version of the App Better Touch tool installed on your Mac. Navigate to this new icon up here, click on Configuration, and then let's get started with our automation. Click on these 3 little dots up here. Add a new trigger by clicking on the plus symbol in the left column and select Reusable Named Trigger in the right column. Rename it to Luma Fade Transition. If you haven't done it already, add another reusable named trigger, but this time rename it to Workflow Speed. Click on the plus symbol in the middle column, select the action called Pause Execution, Delay Next Action Blocking from the drop-down menu in the right column and set its value to 0.05 seconds. Now highlight the Luma Fade Transition trigger again and add the first action to our workflow by clicking the plus symbol in the middle column. Click into this search field, type Launch App and select the action, Launch App, Open File, Start Apple Script. Click on Select App File and choose Premiere Pro. This will bring Premiere Pro to the front. Add another action called Trigger Named Trigger and write Workflow Speed into the text field in the right column. Now duplicate this action a couple of times and make sure that all actions of our workflow are separated by one of these Workflow Speed trigger actions. This allows us to adjust the overall speed of the automation at the end very quickly. Now add an action called Save Current Mouse Position, followed by the keyboard shortcut actions Shift+C to switch to the Effects panel and Shift+F to highlight the search field. Then add the action Insert Type Paste Custom Text and write Luma Fade into the text field in the right column. We want the automation to grab our newly created Luma Fade Transition preset and drag and drop it onto the upper clip on our timeline. To achieve that, add an action called Find Search Image on Screen and move mouse next. Click on Choose Area of Screen in the right column, resize and reposition this red transparent rectangle like this and pay close attention to position the rectangle's upper left corner exactly in the center of the icon of our preset, because this is where our mouse cursor will hover and dragging the preset only works when we grab the icon. Now hit the spacebar on your keyboard and wait for 3 seconds until the screenshot we've just took appears in this little square in Better Touch tool. In the settings below, please change Search Image On to Screen with Mouse, limit the search region to top left quarter, change Move Mouse to Move to top left of recognized area, and set the animation duration to 0.1 seconds. Add an action called Drag Mouse to Position next. Click on Record New Position, set both coordinates to 0, hit Save, change Relative to Saved Mouse Cursor Position, and set the animation duration to 0.5 seconds. Now add 3 more keyboard shortcut actions, Shift+C, Shift+F, and the Delete key. Add the action Move Mouse to Position, click on Record New Position, and hover with your mouse cursor over this empty space of the Effects panel. Hit the spacebar on your keyboard to record your mouse coordinates, switch back to Better Touch tool and click on Save. Now add a left click action next. text, followed by the keyboard shortcut actions Shift+X and Shift+V to bring the effect controls panel to the front first, and finally the timelines panel again where we started. Hit Command+S to save everything in Better Touch Tool, and our workflow is complete. Now all that's left is to assign a key combination. To do so, click on this little keyboard icon up here, then click on the plus symbol, and now record any key combination you like. I'm going to assign it to a key of this used additional keyboard I have prepared in order to turn it into a really fancy customized Stream Deck for Premiere Pro. So in my case, I pressed this key and changed the trigger condition from works on all keyboards to works on keyboards with same type as used for recording to avoid activating the workflow when I press the same key on my regular keyboard. When your key combination is saved, click on this plus symbol in the middle column, add the action called trigger named trigger, and type the name of our reusable named trigger into this text field in the right column. Okay, let's see if it works. With your mouse cursor positioned over the clip in your timeline, all you have to do from now on is hitting the assigned key combination. And as you can see, it works just fine. This is how you can automate adding a Luma Fade Transition to your timeline in Premiere Pro with only one keystroke. And if you found this video helpful, please consider returning the favor by hitting the like button down below and by subscribing to my channel. I have planned literally hundreds of new tutorials already, and I upload 4 new videos every week. Thanks for watching.